Hello everybody, Dr. Deaven here, and today we are going to be talking about exercise and the importance of exercise. So, sorry, my phone is doing something weird. All right, so exercise, why do we do it? Why do we need it? So exercise, especially during a detox program, is going to benefit you in a couple different ways. First of all, it's going to help you detox quicker, more efficiently, because you're going to be sweating. Sweat is one of the ways that our body is going to detox. It's also going to help with mood, because exercise is also going to help the gut bacteria and the good gut bacteria create more of our happy hormones. It's going to aid in sleep, first of all, because you are expending excess energy during that time, but it's also exercise gives you your endorphins, and endorphins help your mood, but it also is going to help you fall asleep and stay asleep longer. One of the things that people tend to have issues with, especially when it comes to exercising and not sticking to it, is they don't have a plan. Or they think they have to do a certain kind of exercise. It does not matter what exercise you do, as long as you are doing something. It can be biking, running, going for a swim, maybe not outside right now, but you know, the Y has an indoor pool, dance lessons, or you know, just putting on a song and dancing around your living room. My favorite when I was in school was turning on the Dance Dance Revolution and doing some of those like pre-recorded dances from back in the day. And so having a plan of attack, like what do you want to do? What do you like doing? If you don't like exercising, maybe you will go for a walk, and instead of just going for a walk, listen to an audiobook. That's one of the things that I do right now is I go for a walk, I listen to my audiobook, and you know, it keeps me entertained. It keeps my mind off of, oh my gosh, I can't breathe, I need to go sit down. As well as, you know, if you're on a treadmill, you can watch some TV or watch a podcast, something like that to keep your mind busy while you're doing it. You know, a couple of the reasons why we encourage people to do exercise is not just because of overall health and because of detox, but a lot of people who are doing these programs are at risk or have insulin sensitivity, have diabetes type 2, have fatty liver. And so those three conditions are actually really helped with exercise. So insulin resistance is different than insulin sensitivity. So every healthy person is going to have insulin sensitivity. And so that's when you eat insulin, your pancreas releases insulin, it goes to your cells, and then it helps your cells take up glucose. So your cell is sensitive to glucose. But insulin resistance is when muscles, fat, and your liver don't respond to insulin, which means it's not absorbing the glucose, which increases your blood sugar levels. And then that is a precursor for type 2 diabetes. So physical activity is going to help facilitate glucose uptake into our muscles in a way that doesn't rely specifically on insulin. It relies on the increased blood flow and then the other metabolic reactions that I'm not going to go into. I don't want you to get bored. But it doesn't rely specifically on insulin to force that glucose into the cell. And so, you know, the three big types of exercise that really have been studied for insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, PCOS, fatty liver, that's going to be aerobic exercise, which is like running, walking, biking, anything that gets your heart rate up. Resistance training, which is going to be like weights. And this is especially important for women, perimenopausal, postmenopausal women, because that is going to help you avoid osteoporosis, which a lot of American women get diagnosed with. And then you have a fall risk, and then once you have a fall risk, you have a hip fracture risk, and with a hip fracture risk, you also have an increased risk of dying. So we like to help, decrease our chances of osteoporosis now rather than later. And then lastly is going to be our HIIT, a high intensity interval training workout. So this is where you work super hard for, say, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, something like that, and then you get to rest. And it depends on what training program you're doing, or, there's tons of YouTube videos out there that have HIIT workouts. It just depends on what one. I really like the ones where you work for 35 seconds, 45 seconds, and then you get a 30-second break or a 15-second break in between. That's just what works best with my body. Now, everybody's body is different too. So some people do really well with aerobic exercise, genetically speaking. Then other people do really well and lose more weight with weight training, and they put themselves into like a fight or flight response when they do more aerobic exercise. So it really does depend on the person. You don't want to be stressing your body out to the point where you can't calm down after exercise. And that's kind of the point of exercise, is to give your body a release. And so if you have questions, or if you're like, I don't know what to do, reach out to one of us. We all exercise, and we all have different ideas of what to do. Like I said, my favorite thing to do right now is to go walk and listen to my audiobook. When I was not pregnant, I was running 4 or 5 miles outside, 6 miles outside. And now I get out of breath just walking down the hallway. So it really depends on the person, where they're at in life, what they're doing. The best thing that you can do is just start. So it doesn't matter that you can't run a straight mile in 7-8 minutes right now. What you want to do is you just want to start walking. If your goal is to do a couch to 5K, hit us up. I've done plenty of those programs with a lot of runners, and I've had quite a bit of success with some of the programs that I've used in the past. So if that's something that you want to do, if you want to learn how to lift, be sure that you're not just going out and trying to lift, because that can result in injury. You want to have somebody teach you proper posture, proper hand grip. You want to be able to brace your core. There's a lot of little things that come with proper lifting. High intensity interval training. You don't have to go as fast as the people on the workout. Okay, you do it at your rate. And that's where I think a lot of people have issues or don't like HIIT workouts, is because they try to keep up with the people in the video with the same amount of reps, the same speed, the same weight. And that just is going to lead to injury if you're not used to it. And so just start somewhere. And if you have questions, reach out. We love answering questions. That's what this group is for. If you have an exercise or a program that you really like to do, put that in the comments so that other people can get some ideas. If you guys want to go on group walks, maybe that's something that you guys could get started. So just, as long as you get started and you're doing something, you want to be able to sweat. Remember, if you're sweating, you want to replace your electrolytes. Like what I talked about 2 days ago on day 2, your water with your electrolytes. You want to have a good quality electrolyte mix. I love Ultima. Ultima is it's what I've gotten here right now. So just keep that in mind. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Until next time, I will see you. Bye.